20 seconds. 15 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Okay. Rep your city. Let me see the mic. Rep your city. Give me the mic. Rep your city. I got you. Rep your city. I'm gonna tell you not mine. Rep your city.
It's time for us to go live, so rep your city. I really would appreciate if y'all roll with me. Feeling this music cause it makes me wanna step. And if you don't want it to, then you lying to yourself. Cause every time we party, we gon' have fun. I don't know about you, but I'ma rep where I'm from.
Rep your city. Okay. Rep your city. Let me see the mic. Rep your city. Give me the mic. Rep your city.
Welcome to the RYC Live Show. This is Rep Your City, RYC Live, Fresh Friday. And yes, my name is Artistic. I'm your host for tonight. And once again, this is Rep Your City Fresh Fridays. And so we're back once again. We do this each and every Friday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. And guess what, y'all? It's Friday. It's 8 o'clock. We're here in the headquarters of Chicago, and we have a special group of guest dancers in the backstage area that I'm finna bring out. Some brothers that I am so looking forward to hearing their story. They go back to the 70s, rocking right here in Chicago, coming from off the west side. And we're gonna talk about some locking history, you know, as it relates to the hip hop culture as we know it today. They're going to tell their perspective, their contributions, and highlight their great old memories. So keep it locked and loaded. Please make sure you share this broadcast. Send it to a family member, send it to a crewmate, or anyone that you think that might be interested in learning about some hip hop history, some locking history coming from the perspective of Chicago. All right. So, once again, if you have not done so, please hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel. Our YouTube channel is RYC Live. That's RYC Live. Hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to be a guest on a future show, please send us an email to ryclive@yahoo.com. That's ryclive@yahoo.com. Rep your city wherever you from. So we're all here in Chicago, getting ready to rep our city, and we hope you do the same. So without further ado, I'd like to introduce my brothers. It's been a long time in coming. I'm finally glad I was able to connect with these brothers with their help. That I have to mention my brother Eric, goes by the name of Captain Crunch, from the Captain Crunch, Crunch and the Funky Bunch, as well as the Jokers. They were also lockers from the west side of Chicago. So thanks to brother Eric for reaching out to me and letting me know that he connected with these brothers. And so we have them tonight. So we hope that you enjoy this story. So once again, share the broadcast, share it to a family member, share it to a crewmate, share it to anyone that might be interested in hearing the history of locking from Chicago's perspective. So without further ado, let's introduce the Keys. There we have them. We have them coming on in right now. Welcome to the show, my brothers.
Hey.
Yeah. Welcome to the RYC Live Show.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thanks for having us.
Yes, sir, man. It's my honor. It's
my pleasure.
A privilege and a pleasure, right? And man, it's been a long time in coming, man. We've been trying to hunt down you guys for quite some time, and I'm glad we finally have made it.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
That you got it together. I miss these guys.
Yes, yes. This is like a little reunion, right?
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Thank you
Long
for bringing us together.
Yeah.
Yes. All right.
Artistic. I just want to say, hey man, thanks for all you do, bringing attention to things that people forgot about, years ago,
Yeah.
and bringing this to a different light so people could see what's happening out here and what hadn't happened in the past and how it come to the future, man. Thank you.
You're welcome, my brother. It's my honor and privilege, man. So I'm so excited. Hey, Derrick, can you make sure your camera is landscape?
Did it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Turn again?
Yeah, it turned around again.
Okay. My bad.
You know how these young folks are.
So let's get right into it, fellas. We got people tuning in already, so they want to hear y'all history just like I do. So let's go all the way back to the beginning, man. Like, what was it like growing up in Chicago, man, in y'all neighborhood? What neighborhood was y'all from on the west side back in those days?
Go ahead. Tell them.
Austin area.
L-Town.
L-Town.
Okay.
We called it L-Town because all the streets right there in that area started with an L.
Okay.
It was Laurel, Lockwood, Laramie, Lotus,
Latrobe,
right.
Laurel,
Yeah.
Lockwood, Latrobe, Laramie.
Yeah.
Nice.
L-Town.
Nice. Okay.
Great neighborhood.
So what was it like coming up in the 70s, man? You guys got at least 9 years on me. So, I was a shorty back in 1975, but I do remember, funk music. I remember disco. Yeah. I remember soul, and, obviously I wasn't able to, I was too young to get out to the clubs or whatever, but I'm reliving that through guys like you. So it's great to learn the history from the people that were doing it back in those days. So what was that like back in that time, coming up in the neighborhood?
Well, I'm going to elaborate on that. From 1974, wow, it was bands. 74 on mid-80s. Up until like the night, it was bands, man. It was music everywhere.
Yeah.
All type of music. And funk, Parliament, James Brown introduced me. Parliament changed the game. It changed the game. It really did.
Yeah.
That's
funk.
Now I was gonna say, that's interesting because I remember hearing some of the songs like my uncle used to play. My family was into music, they, not so much dancing, but obviously, black people, we love music.
That's right.
And I remember my uncle used to, they had the 45 records.
Yep.
He busts out with the hi-fi, sometime on my birthday I have a whole bunch of my friends over in the backyard and he busts out with the hi-fi play records. And and Motown, artists from Motown was big back in the 70s. I just remember hearing my family play, some of that music. But also James Brown, like it seemed like when his music was on, people just went nuts. Yeah. So
James Brown, the king.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like that today.
It's still like that. I roller skate.
Yeah.
It's still in heavy rotation today, James Brown music.
Yeah.
And it's still being sampled by other artists.
Yes.
He introduced that funk, like I say, but Parliament took it to another level, man.
Yeah.
Okay. Parliament, I gotta throw Sly and the Family Stone in there too. Yeah. Because they were Sly was rocking the house. His concerts was just a party.
Yeah.
All they were.
Right.
It was just a party.
I
might not show up for a while.
Well, that's the golden era.
When you go back to the music in them days, I'm a funketeer, so I'm gonna be on Parliament a lot. Yeah, like 6 groups, man. Same people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't need an opening act. He was his opening act. George Clinton.
But look, y'all.
He started.
Look. Check this out.
A doo-wop group. Doo-wop. Go ahead, Fred.
Yeah, but look where we came from as the Keys and go backwards. All of the types of music that we have coming up. We had soul, we had R&B, we had rock and roll, we had blues, you know, and that came all the way up to like James Brown, the 50s, and getting up to funk and Parliament and shit like that. I remember Parliament and Funkadelic was the Parlettes. I mean the Parliaments. Straight leg pants and pointy toe shoes.
They was the doo-wop group.
Okay, so let me ask you. You guys said y'all was a band as well?
Yeah.
So did y'all play instruments?
Birt was the drummer. Fred Birt.
Okay. Okay.
We was the group was called the Delirious.
Wow. Now did y'all just play music, or did y'all play music for other artists that sang or whatever?
Well, you mean did we do covers?
Huh?
You mean covers?
Yeah, you know, like James Brown sang, but he had a band. So did y'all have?
No, we wasn't.
Well, we did. We had a band. We had lead singer, which was Terry Hoover, the robot band.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was asking. Did y'all have someone that sang?
Bag up singers and everything.
Gotcha. Okay, so y'all were the band before y'all became the Keys, right?
I think it was right around all about the same time.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, same.
Because we had a softball team, same these guys here. A social club called Brothers to Sisters. Remember that, Don?
Yep.
I do.
Same cats. It was, you know, we came up in L Town, and God knows that was the best neighborhood I ever lived in my life.
Okay, so can we go through the roll call of who played what instruments?
I was always in the background on the music. That was
I'm a dancer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was a background singer. Then we had Junebug. We had him on the congas, but he couldn't play congas, so we just had him thinking like he was hitting them. But he was a part of the group.
Okay.
We did everything together, man. That was beautiful times, man.
Okay.
We always together.
Yeah.
Nice.
We did everything, man. You know, strike them out. You know, we did these same groups, the same people.
All right.
That was
I think what it was too back then, the neighborhood, everything we did was a part of the neighborhood, and the neighborhood accepted it, and so therefore the neighborhood looked out for us, you know, and they helped us. I forget, somebody made our uniforms in the neighborhood for the dance group. I mean, at our local shows. Okay.
With the
one of the first things we did was like, okay. Yeah. When we would go up and perform at Town Hall, it was like the whole neighborhood would come. So somebody would have to do something awfully good to beat us at Town Hall, because that was our stomping ground.
That was it. I remember one time, Don, I'm glad you said that. The Puppets was performing at the Y, because they was on the other side. And we were performing at Town Hall. I mean, we were sold out. The bleachers.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
They didn't have nothing over there. They had a few people, but we were, man. The community came out for.
We was the neighborhood team. The Puppets blew up real fast, which was good for them.
They were very good.
They blew up They were good, and they blew up fast, and they was gone. And we filled that hole for the whole community, because we were there and we were throwing down. Yeah. Everybody in the hood loved us.
Loved us, man. We had people. We used to take our old clothes. That's how we first started, and make them uniforms. You know, people sewing them up for us, and man, we just blew up. And I had a ball, man, with these guys dancing.
Okay, so let's consolidate and talk a little bit about how the crew started as the Keys. Let's paint that picture for the viewers. How did y'all come? You know, what was it that made y'all want to come together and call y'all? And where did y'all get the name? How did the name come up?
But like I say, I'm watching Soul Train.
Okay.
And the Lockers was on. You know, and I've always been a dance or party type person. I saw that, excuse my French, but that shit amazed me, man. You know, really what they was doing. So I'm practicing. And same group of guys was in the band, and we all get like, man, we could do this. You know, dance group, the Lockers. So I said, shit, they the Lockers. In order to have a lock, you got to have a key.
Key.
We became the key. We was the key to dance.
But you know something?
And that was.
You know something, Jay?
And we used to practice.
What really?
Hold on, let me say this, Fred Birt. We used to take a shopping cart and put my stereo. I was the DJ too back then, still is, and put the stereo in there. Walk that sucker up to town hall, practice, and walk it back home.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you know something? I think the thing that brought us together was sports.
Yep.
Okay.
It was.
We had the whole backyard. The whole backyard was a sports arena for us.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what brought all us guys together.
Yeah.
And we used to play different blocks, different neighborhoods, and it was a camaraderie. It wasn't no problem. You know, it was that fierce competitiveness. But at the end of the day, everybody went home. Sometimes we'd drink a beer, and, you know, it brought everybody together. And from that, we started hanging out, and we started playing music and getting into R&B and funk, and then popping and locking. And so it was a beautiful thing coming up, man.
And Fred, I want to say what you were just saying. I want to piggyback on that. We were pioneers. A lot of them groups didn't come until after us.
Yeah.
You know, I would get the Puppets as the first group. You know, and they really were good. They made it. But once we did it, and they used to come to our shows, a lot of people would come out and say, oh, we can do that. And Austin Town Hall made us. You know, we did every show for them, man. I mean, it was amazing, man. The people that would come out, it was amazing.
Okay. Okay.
And we were real quick artistic. I'm sorry. We were pretty much local, and we ripped it up local, South Side, West Side. Yeah. And just at that time, it was just something else, man, to have that feeling, man.
Yeah. Yes. Okay, and so for the record, can y'all share what high schools y'all went to?
Okay.
Austin. I'm an Austin Tiger.
Okay.
Austin.
Okay.
Holy Trinity
Tiger.
Okay, so we got 2 Austins and 2 Holy Trinities.
Both on all 4 Tigers though.
Yeah, it was 4 Tigers and it was 3 Trinity. It was 4 Austin Tigers and 3 Trinity Tigers. We all Tigers.
You know what? I never thought about that. You're 100% correct.
Gotcha.
And Terry Hoover Austin. Yeah.
We all Tigers.
Gotcha. Okay. All right, so let's talk about, where did y'all practice? Y'all practice mainly at Austin Town Hall?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So
we had the run of the place.
Yeah.
We had the keys to that place.
Right.
Man,
We go to them.
Man,
right.
They took care
We
of
were the only males allowed. We were the only men allowed, or boys allowed in on Tuesdays and Thursdays, which was girls' night.
Hey,
only one.
Yep.
That's why I learned how to play volleyball.
We had the keys, man.
Hey, tell them about the summertime when y'all ran a program for the kids. Hey, tell them about the summertime when y'all ran a program for the kids.
Oh, all the time.
Yep.
Day camp.
Yeah, you go. They ran a day camp for us. I was one of the young guys under them.
Wow.
They ran all that. Right.
There, we used to do shows. I can't say that enough. It was amazing. I'm talking because they had. It's a big auditorium, professional stage. I'm like a 30 by 30 with the light system, the sound system, and they also had the raft. What you call it? The bleachers. What
balcony.
You call them?
The balcony. Yeah.
Cool. Standing room. People used to come, and it was like we were starved. This was in our community.
Wow.
You know, they say that the kids performing, man. You know, and we did all the little major clubs out south. Every King's Club, High Chapel, Brown, Burnsville, anything that was going on back then, we did it. And that goes to Finest Grain, our manager. Rest in peace, my brother. I love you.
Okay.
Yeah. What about the parties at what about Masonic Hall?
That was home base, baby.
Just said, don't forget about Masonic Hall.
That was home base. That's where everything started.
That's where everything happened.
Masonic Hall.
That's right. You get your stepper set on right there.
See there?
That's now because my sister Stephanie, God rest her soul, remember she was our first manager.
Yeah.
Remember that.
And she couldn't take us too far. We met Green. Y'all remember that?
Yeah.
We performed something at the hall. I don't know what it was. We did something. We performed. And
I'll tell you what it was. It was the party we did for the baseball team, and we performed at that. And Green was there. He was at the hall for a Masonic meeting, and he came up and saw us.
Yep.
And that's how we got hooked with him.
That's how we got with Mr. Green.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know what? We didn't look back after that.
Okay.
Yeah, because what he did was he opened up all the Masonic halls to us and all their conventions, and you know, and he knew a lot of people.
Every weekend we was working.
Yeah.
And where was the Masonic Hall located?
5323 West Lake. 5323 West Lake. Lake and Laurel.
Clarence, what's the address again?
Huh?
Yeah, Jay, remember the address.
Oh man, yeah, man. You
That's home, man.
Man.
Yeah, it was home.
Yep.
That's home.
It was the abandoned bank.
Yep.
And the Masons got it. And I was going to HB store. I'm walking. And I see them. I say, what is this going to be? They said a Masonic Hall. What's Masonic Hall? And come on, they showed us around. Man, we got a softball team. We trying to generate some money. We threw the first party in there ever.
Yes, we did.
And it's been parties in there now ever since.
Wow.
Yeah, as teenagers, man. You know, we was back then making $700, $800, $1,000 sometimes a night.
Baby.
Wow.
You know, we were teenagers, man. I mean, the people supported us, man. I mean, that's one thing I can say. They really came
15 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
We'll take the money. I'll never forget that. We get so much money at the door, he give it to somebody, he give it to somebody else go put it away. We'll make. I mean, it was $1 with a $1 with a plug or $2 without.
Plug, yep.
And we used to have the ladies write the pluggers up.
Wow.
Index card. And we was. I didn't think about this until I became an adult. We was making people be happy to make $1,000 today at a party.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And we were teenagers. Sometimes we had to open up the first floor.
Yeah, both of them.
Yeah. Teenagers, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Both floors.
Yeah, they supported us.
That's interesting, man. And you know, like I do a lot of research. I study a lot, and you know, I know a lot about New York history, and I know that they did very much the same thing when it came to parties. They used to do a lot of jams, what they call park jams in the park.
Yeah.
But then when they graduated and started going to the clubs, they was doing the same thing early on. You know what I'm saying? So it's nice to kind of hear the perspective from Chicago. You know, because it's not talked about. It's not readily accessible for people to learn about if you wasn't there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, better talent.
Yeah, and I thank you because you provide the venue where people can learn.
Yeah. It's important. I mean, especially, you know, while we still have you guys with us, you know, people like to wait until something happens to us. And now you can't tell the story once you're dead. You know what I'm saying?
Let me smell my flowers now.
Right.
Hey, you know what? That's the best way to get them.
Yeah. It's beautiful, man. Like I was just listening a little bit, you know, before we went on live when you guys were talking, you know, trying to just, you know, stir up the memory banks. And it's just good to just hear, you know, the camaraderie that y'all share together as a group. Let's talk a little bit about the moves that y'all specialized in terms of the dance styles. So I heard y'all say that Terry was the robot man.
Yeah. Everybody else just did their thing.
Okay.
We had
everything was kind of built around because Terry would come out and wouldn't move until he would not move
that's right, Don.
until we were done with our routine, and then he'd go to work.
You hear people talking about, is he real? Because he would literally not move.
He would. He just freeze. Yeah.
Just freeze in a pose.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
When his turn came, the lights go out. And then
Lights go off and he come on.
So what did he have? Y'all say he had some lights on his outfit?
Christmas
Coat,
lights.
all through his coat.
Lights we put on him.
Christmas lights and the extension cord. But it worked.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
So he was
You were talking about moves.
Yes.
You know, some of the things that, and like I think I said this earlier. What I remember about us is our moves. We were always trying to get a laugh or trying to tell a story.
Right.
So we had the one move and Jay would do it. Jay would be locking and he would go over and he like unscrew a light bulb.
Yeah.
And he'd look at it and he put his hand in it and it started electrocuting. And then we all lock over there and everybody who touched him would start electrocuting. And before you know it, the whole line was shaking, you know. So it was I remember, man. Hey, yeah. So we had our own little stuff that we would do. Like I said, we would always try to, you know, entertain people, you know, with I think we were dancers and entertainers more than more than anything. We used the lock to be that big. Yeah.
I agree with you. That's just like the 5th of Beethoven with Derrick. Derrick conductor. I never forget.
That was so much fun, man. Them days.
Maroon and white checkered tuxedo.
Yes.
He had a maroon and white checkered with the tail. And he'd come out and say, "Silence, please." Dun, 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 dun. Was all like we were sitting. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Routine. Yeah. Like you said,
we always tried to have some theatric behind our dance.
Okay, so did y'all do some of the other traditional styles of locking, like the splits and the high kicks?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We had
drop, man. Remember that? Terry do a booty drop. Remember jump way up in there and come down on this booty.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did, you know, the Shabadoo. That's what that's how we started off with playing funky music, white boy.
Okay.
You know, we did the traditional locking, but we always added a little Three Stooges type shit to it.
Okay. Yeah, to make it a little fun. Yeah.
My bad, fellas.
No problem.
I'm flipping that thing over.
We were young there. We were young then, and we had to make it fun.
Yeah,
right.
Because we were young people. We were young people then, back in the hood, you know. So we had to make it fun for the kids or whoever came out, and some of the old folks was liking it too.
Okay. So y'all did the wrist rolls and the point, and you say the hat tricks too, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Then you had two midgets. You had two midgets, and you had a pyrotech.
Yeah, and a robot.
Right, and a robot. Me and K-Dog was the midgets.
Okay.
Whatever they did, we was little dudes doing it. And then we flipped.
And then they flipped. Yeah. So we always had,
So we doing flip-flops and we doing acrobatic stuff, and we mirroring the big guys.
Okay.
And so we had like a variety of we had different components to the routine.
Okay.
It's like even when Birt would come out there and hit that fire, nobody knew that fire was coming.
No, he did. It freaked him out.
Man, he freaked him out at town hall the first time he did it. Boy, they thought he had burnt the joint down. It was crawling.
Nobody saw it coming.
It was crawling on the ceiling. It was crawling.
We
did that. Yeah, that was good stuff. But I didn't realize
that was the showstopper.
I'm just catching the end part of it.
Yeah.
Y'all talking about when y'all almost when the curtains caught on fire. Man,
that's good stuff.
That's something else, man. We never did it again. Remember?
Yeah. Right.
We never did it again. Remember?
Yeah.
I remember because we were scared. Yeah.
Then we did some smoke bombs.
What you mean we? What you mean we? You the one.
That was you. You was the fire breathing dragon.
Puff, old Puff.
So Fred, can you tell the viewers where did the inspiration come from for the blowing of the fire?
We always wanted to up the next crew.
Who was the next group?
And back in the day,
Who was the next group?
Puppets.
What do you say?
Lock.
Who's the group?
Oh, shoot. Fred them, Tom Carter, Jonathan them, all them guys.
Everybody.
We always wanted to one-up them.
Mm-hmm.
I had went to a Kiss concert and I seen it and I tried it. One time.
That's the showstopper.
Cool.
Yeah, because when he first did it, we hadn't seen it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right.
Nobody did.
Well, I'm blowing fire, man. What?
And we wasn't smart enough to do a dress rehearsal. So the first time he did it was during the show.
During the show.
We had never even tried it, practiced it or nothing.
Right.
You know, if somebody comes up to you and say, hey,
burn it down. Just burn the house down.
Fire. I'm finna blow some fire. You're like, man, please. Shut
it down.
It freaked out everybody. It became a trademark and a staple for the group. It really did.
Hey,
thank you, Fred.
Hey, we forgot about my man who always helped us at Town Hall, Mr. Moses.
Corey Moses,
Oh,
yeah. Well, Corey was cool, but Penny.
Yeah.
Penny and Penny and Perry.
Yeah. Who mentioned?
Corey was. Remember Corey Birt, Corey Moses?
Corey used to give us the keys to the joint.
He give us the whole place, anywhere you want it. Wood shop, the gym, the pool,
the whole joint.
The pool,
the gym,
everything.
The gym, yeah.
Any room, anywhere.
And hold on, they had like 9 rooms, and any room we wanted.
Yeah, any room you wanted.
Any room we wanted.
Okay.
I didn't realize though, fellas, until I became maybe my mid to late 20s. Mm-hmm. We had blew up. We blew up from out of the neighborhood. We blew up.
So hold your thought. What we're gonna do right now is take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, we'll pick up where we left off. Okay.
All right.
You're watching RYC Live Show. We'll be right back.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, it's good to see you brothers. Can y'all hear me? During the break.
I can use FB3 this May. Always good to see my brother. My true brother.
If you want to see them, make sure they see you. Local to Global is a full-service film, video production, and marketing company that emphasizes on high-quality, brand-focused content to boost brand awareness through marketing, advertising, and broadcast media. Everyone has a story. Let us tell yours. We are Local to Global Production.
Okay. I'm in a meeting right now. Can I call y'all back in?
Welcome back to the RYC Live Show. My name is Artistic. I'm your host for tonight, and we have our special guest, the Keys, in the building. Yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the music, because I know that the music had a lot to do with developing the different styles of dance, right? So, for example, I know the Lockers. They performed on Soul Train in 1975 when they formed as a group in 1973, but they performed as a group officially on Soul Train in 1975. Because some people don't know that originally they were all Soul Train dancers, but they were solo dancers. Mm-hmm. And what happened was they approached Don Cornelius about paying them to dance on the show, and then they ended up getting kicked off the show, right? So once they got kicked off, when they got kicked off the show in 1973, they actually formed as a crew, and then they called themselves. They originally was because Don Campbell was the guy. He was the guy that formed the group, and then they was going by the Campbell dancers at first, and then they changed the name to just the Lockers. So, but they didn't make their first appearance on Soul Train as a group until 1975 when they came back on, and by then they was a group and they was doing shows everywhere. So I think, and when they came on, I think that's when we were able to see it on television for the first time, and it just took off. A lot of people, like you say, was doing the robot. People were imitating, the moon, which originally was called the backslide. The terminology gets misconstrued because it was always called the backslide. It was the media that they called it the moonwalk. Right. So I think that, and then so when all these locking styles came out, and then another thing is Don, he didn't even know how to dance prior to that. Like he was learning how to dance, and he was trying to do a dance style called the funky chicken back in those days. Right. Rufus Thomas. And they said that he couldn't do it. So what he started doing was just acknowledging the people in the audience, by these quick short stops, and then he developed his own style of dance called locking. So talk a little bit about the music and how it inspired you all. Who were some of your favorite? What were some of your favorite songs, and what those songs did to y'all to help make y'all groove to the beat?
I think our music was super unique, and it would captivate the audience, and it went perfect with our routines, and it was different. We didn't just play what everybody was playing on the radio. You know what I'm saying? Eventually they did, but like if you back at that time, they're not gonna play that funky music, white boy. We would. You know what I'm saying? Then they seen our routine to it. Now it's a jam. It's everybody jam. You know what I'm saying? Before we rock it, it was an odd song. It was a song that kind of didn't gravitate to it. You know what I mean? But there was one of them bands who was influenced by it. There was some white guys, I think, just like AWB.
Wild Cherry.
So we had different kind of stuff in there. And so when we come with that, we'll shock the crowd.
Okay.
For me, that's what I was the youngest guy. I was captivated by everything they did, and I would mirror everything they did. So I was the little mimic.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And so I'm just telling you, they're my big bros, man.
No problem.
You know what I mean? I'm not saying they was like legendary. Like the spot I had, every kid wanted that spot.
Wow.
They made me hot. I'm just telling you what's up.
Okay.
They did that. You know what I'm saying? And they was the hot boys because they had, like I said, we played sports, had the town hall hookup, had the party hookup, and had all the girls.
Nice.
Like that.
Don't forget the stepper set.
Yeah.
See, all the girls. Once again.
But I remember one time we danced off Funkadelic. Was it Knee Deep? No. What's the other one, Fred? One Nation Under a Groove.
One Nation Under a Groove.
The long version.
That shit too long, about 12 minutes.
Oh my
goodness. Yeah, that long version was rough.
Yeah, but we did it. We did our routine, because we did our routine off the LP version.
Right.
But the DJ played the disco version.
Ooh-wee.
Oh, I'll never forget that, man. That was one of the worst times of my life because you had to keep going. You know, you couldn't quit. You know.
Yeah, you gotta go to the music stop.
You gotta go to the music stop. But our choice of music. You know, I mean, the Lockers had what you call locking music.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't dance on conventional music, top 40. You listen to it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The Lockers didn't do that. They had, but I can't think. We had one song that was close to locking music. I can't think of what it was. I mean, we even had slow grooves like changing. Brass times are changing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We groove. It didn't matter.
Brass construction.
Brass construction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we felt it. We did it.
Yeah.
Like I said, we didn't even know.
Yeah. Yeah.
We didn't know what we were doing and where we were at that time.
Yeah. Yeah.
It took me to become an adult and say, damn, we blew it up.
Yeah. And I think that's the cool part about really not knowing, but just being in the moment. Because like you said, you know, a lot of those songs, you know, were made prior to the dance styles. And we just, the dancers just adapted to the music. Like, for example, you know, there was a song called Coke. They came out in 1973 by a group named Tribe. And that was the song that the Lockers danced off of in 1975 when they did their first performance.
Okay.
Which is not a conventional song.
Right.
It's not mainstream.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, but it worked perfectly with their routine. You know.
I call it rocker music. You're right.
Yeah. You know, and so you know when you look at some of those songs, because even like the Jokers, they told me they danced off of Michael Jackson's what song was that? His 1979 Working Day and Night song.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
The Rapping Hands did something that I thought was really nice. They had a female manager. I can't remember her name. One of their routines was dedicated to her. They danced off Stevie Wonder's "Isn't She Lovely."
Okay.
I thought that was unique.
Okay.
So it's what you feel.
Yeah.
Locking, I relate. The closest thing to locking is house music.
Okay.
There's no wrong or right way. There ain't no wrong or right way. Do what you do.
Right.
What you do. You feel it, do it.
As long as it's funky.
Right. It's gotta be funky, right?
Gotta be funky. Gotta be funky now.
Right. So let me ask y'all something. You know, if y'all was to hear one of y'all favorite songs, would y'all be able to do a move or two?
We can rock.
So if I was to play Slave, you know, the Slide by Slave.
I'm gonna bust a move.
You get a couple of steps out of us. Not more than a couple.
I'm gonna bust a move.
Out of me anyway.
Hey, Wild Cherry, they'll be dancing. Hey, they'll be dancing to Wild Cherry though.
Yeah,
they'll stand up.
Play that fucking music, white boy.
I'm telling you, that'll change. I'm just tell you, that's drums in our head.
That was our staple routine, man.
We blow the house
up.
Y'all. Boom.
Hey y'all, I'm gonna bust a move.
Yeah. I'm gonna play just a short clip of this real quick, just so the audience, for those that wasn't around in the 70s when funk music was really popular, along with disco and soul. You know, this is a clip, just a little short clip. You know, I remember this song as a kid back in those days.
Yeah. They call me Drac. Yeah, out there.
Here I am.
I ain't gonna bite.
And you talk about we had a unique way of starting our routine off of this. It was one at a time. Everybody be froze, and then the first man would come and hit a routine, 2-3 steps, and then the second guy would jump in with him. And before you know it, all 5 or 7 of us was doing the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah, it was coordinated by them. Yeah, I can remember. But that Rock. Remember the Rock, y'all?
Yeah, I remember the Rock was the backbone.
Got the old music going.
Yeah. Baby, slide.
The young slide.
Don't you slide? Oh, wait. That was good time.
Yeah, that was the days.
Yeah, man. I remember that as a kid myself.
Yeah, that was the days.
Hey, that record come on the dance floor full.
Oh man,
dance floor full. I'm talking about it's full.
Hey, Artistic, you was asking us earlier about some of the bigger shows, and why I started thinking about one of them was we opened up the Bud Billiken Parade one year.
Oh wow!
And I remember it because I think it was one of the first years it was televised and everybody saw us on TV.
Yeah,
and we were on the opening float for the Bud Billiken Parade, so that was a high moment.
And y'all were locking.
Yeah, we were locking on the float. Yeah,
wow.
Ooh, Don, that had about 77.
Had to be 70. Yeah, it had to be something in there.
Wow.
Because Green was the manager then.
Yeah.
And remember what happened was some celebrities stood them up. Some celebrities didn't show, so the first float was empty. So they said, "Well, put them up there."
Yeah.
So we got to kick off the Bud Billiken Parade.
Because you know what? You're right. We were supposed to have been going with the Masons or something.
Yeah, we were supposed to have been walking. We were walking and dancing.
Put them up there,
yeah. And they put us on the float and we danced all the way through it.
On Channel 9.
They got footage of that shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
Wow, I would love to see that, man. That's amazing. And y'all said that was like 77, 78?
Yeah.
Probably 77.
It had to be 77. I'm thinking 77. Yeah, somewhere in there, yeah.
Yeah, 77.
Wow. Yeah, Don, you got a great memory, man.
Yeah. Oh, well, I can remember some stuff now. Don't say great. I wouldn't call it great.
I don't know what happened yesterday. I don't know what happened yesterday.
Yeah.
But hey, Artistic.
Yes.
Once again, I can't say this enough. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
When I
contacted these guys, they were like, "What? Really? Wow,
Yeah.
Well,
we're definitely going to continue to highlight your legacy, because that's my overall goal, is to highlight the artistry of the artists that's coming out of Chicago.
Yeah.
And while we still can, like you say, while we can still smell the flowers, that's our job to make sure people get the flowers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And I just want to say I commend you all for taking the time out to do this interview, because sometimes people feel like, oh yeah, that was years ago. They don't even want to talk about it no more. And I feel like it's important to share the history, because like when I had the Rapid Hands on here, like some of you all, Tom, he had to get some help because he couldn't figure out how to get in here, right?
Yeah.
And so and then like some of his family tuned in when we finally got the show going, and they was like, I think it was one of his kids or his niece, and they was like, they said, I didn't know you knew how to do that back in the day. It's like, why you never told us? And he was like, oh, And so even some of the family members don't even know what our past was like.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But Tom, he's from L-Town. That's one of us. Fred
Hood
L-Town
too.
He is.
Fred Hood from
sir.
the Mad Hatters.
Mad Hatters.
L-Town, right.
That
Bernard
neighborhood, though, I know I'm straying away, but that was the best community I ever lived in my life. I'm gonna be honest with you. Everybody knew everybody. I mean, literally. Literally.
And we had parties like a mug.
And what made the neighborhood so great was that the fact that you didn't have to choose the wrong thing. If you didn't choose the wrong thing, they left you alone.
Yep.
Because I was considered a nerd in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Nobody never messed with me. I was going to school every day and considered myself to be an athlete. we had the bad boys in the neighborhood only mess with you if you chose the game.
Yep.
If you chose the game, then you was in the game. But for the stuff we were doing, you know, I mean, they used to look out for us. I remember the time we were playing, and I know this ain't about dancing, but just to show how the neighborhood protected us. We were young as a softball team, and we would play older guys for money because they think they could beat us. But they didn't know with our speed that couldn't nobody beat us. So anyway, we had a team right there, and we play right there in Austin. And some older guys didn't want to pay us, and Bodine found out. He came up through the alley shooting. I mean, like, y'all ain't gonna do this to my little brothers. You know, and they paid us. They paid us.
Don, that's a great story, man. I'm glad you said that because we had 2 gang chiefs from 2 different rivals.
We did.
But
in the
we
neighborhood.
Gang banging in our community.
And never touch nobody in the hood.
We didn't have gang banging. They wouldn't allow it.
Yeah.
We had King Neal with your song, brother, and King Bodine.
Yep.
2 different, but we didn't have gang banging. And they looked out for us, you know. And,
they did.
And all of that, I'm saying that because all that parlaying into this locking thing.
It was a family thing. We had to support the neighborhood.
We had we had support.
Okay. All right. So tell me a little bit about y'all last show in 1978?
Don.
Okay. It was with Rudy Ray Moore. And I remember, like I said, the reason I remember it was because I was on my way to college. And after that show, which was over like at midnight, my brother drove me down to DeKalb and, you know, dropped me off. And, I just remember crying because we were supposed to be, if you remember the Rudy Ray Moore movie, we were supposed to be in the movie, but I don't know, and I may be wrong in remembering this, but I thought we didn't do it because I left. I don't know if that was, I don't know if I'm looking at it from my own point of view or what, but I remember there was a reason we didn't do the movie.
Okay.
And I thought it was because I left. I may be, you know, looking at it from my standpoint only, but so yeah, I cried when I got to school because I knew it was over, you know.
I cried when you left, brother.
Where did you go? Where did you go to leave to go to school to?
North NIU and DeKalb.
Okay. How about them Huskies?
How about them Huskies last week beating Notre Dame?
Yeah, they put Notre Dame in headlock.
Yeah, they did. Flip the script on them.
They was like, Mercy, stop.
So we're talking 1978. So when you left to go to school, what did the rest of y'all do?
I don't know if we did any. I don't know if we did any more shows.
We didn't really do anything else after that.
Motherfuckers had to work.
Try to get a little older stuff.
Regular jobs like everybody. We had to work. We had to do that thing.
James Brown.
Everybody had to get down. We was young motherfuckers then, thirsty. Yeah. We was ready to go, and everybody had to work back then. That was in the 70s. Jesus. Back then we had a wait. Remember, Jay, we had the what was that? The work program where if you was a junior or senior, you could work and give back to the community and things like that.
NYC.
And I think Terry Hoover went to the military. Hoover went to the military right when I left. Yeah, so the group kind of broke up.
Man. Yeah, I cried when you left, man.
Oh man, I cried when I got to school, man. I was like, man, I didn't know. I was like, all the stuff I could have been doing, cause that, you know, our senior year artistic was action packed. I went to Trinity just to play basketball and didn't play because we was doing so much dancing. I didn't have time for it.
Right.
Wow.
And you know, I was a hooper and I gave it up for these guys and the dancing because we were having.
He had little skills. Yeah.
Well, we got it.
Hey, remember that time we won Franklin Park as a basketball team?
Yeah.
Tell them about that. We won a 17 and under tournament.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah,
Now I didn't ask this question. Did y'all have any memorable competitions in dance? Is lockers?
Well, we didn't really.
Everybody.
You know, we didn't really bank on that there because we knew what we were.
Okay.
You want to challenge us.
Okay.
Shit,
people mad at it, you know.
Damn thing. We ain't got to prove nothing. You want to challenge us.
Okay.
Right.
And to me, be honest with you, the closest thing was the puppet to us. Other than that, wasn't nobody working like we was. Nobody.
Because whenever we allow one of the Mad Hatters to dance with us, they were in heaven.
Yeah.
They were in heaven. And I think we let Tom Potter did a couple shows with us.
Yeah.
You know, we had a few feature dancers.
Yeah, we brought them up from time to time.
You know, because we were sure.
But I was like, and they, you know, I hope the brothers don't hear it, but they were like our minor league team that we would bring up, you know, and because we were doing shows, we were making money. And they were dancing. They were dancing in the hood. I mean, nothing wrong with that, but we were getting paid.
Right. Okay.
We were working every weekend.
We were. Yeah.
That's
it was
good.
pretty good.
That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
Well, we gotta get at least one picture, y'all, from back in the day. So
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
Yeah.
And, I talked to Marcus Green, which is our manager's nephew, great nephew. He's doing a little research for me, see if he can grab some pictures.
Yeah, man, that would be if we could get more than one, that would be even better. But at least one picture from y'all from back in the 70s, man, would be ideal.
And man, you get a hold of that 8x10 gloss.
I'm telling you, we got a cold one. Yeah.
Taylor tuxedo.
Oh man, Manky.
Yeah.
Hey, they got their feet on my back. Me and K-Dog back. We on our knees.
I remember that one.
Yep.
That was
Oh
kind of
man, Manky.
I gotta find that one.
Them the ones that Ike made.
Yeah.
Yep.
So y'all clothes was like made by that guy Ike.
Yeah, we had knickerbockers and we had coats with tails.
A lot of our clothes, be honest with you, Ike made them. He made a couple, but it was old clothes we had around the house.
Yeah.
We had them altered.
They just had to be baggy, big and
big and baggy.
Just so you can move them.
That was Manchie's what you call that? Easter suit.
Yeah,
oh man, Manky.
Yeah.
And it was altered to be a tuxedo with the knickers. You know.
I remember, yeah.
Did y'all have the suspenders too?
Yeah, we had suspenders.
Yeah.
We had white gloves.
You can't lock me
Artistic. We had suspenders, man.
Yep, the funky shoes, all that, man. That was
we was wrong. We looked apart.
Okay. I can't wait to see that photo.
That's man. I'm gonna find it.
But what I'm gonna need our tickets whenever you get that date, because this is the big thing for I'm going back to Portland. If you hear any noise, it's just me and the boys. I want us to come right. You know what I mean?
Yes.
So I just need that right. Can we bring people?
Oh yeah. We gonna like I said, we gonna talk about it.
My brother.
We gonna talk about it and organize a date. And then and then we'll be able to kind of promote it so people could come down and check y'all out. And then we'll be able to get some new pictures taken. You know, we'll do a photo shoot, take some new pictures. You know, if y'all want, y'all can go out and get some new outfits if y'all want, and then that way.
I swear to God, I was thinking about that. I thought about that on the break. I thought about that on the commercial break. That or either black and white tuxedos with the top hat.
Yeah,
I swear I thought about that.
Do that.
Yeah. The puppets. When we had the puppets come through last year, they all had on suits last year. So they just put on a blue suit and they came out and got down, boy. They got down, man.
Okay. Is that a challenge?
And those guys are in they most of them are in their late 60s. They almost 70s. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
That's all good.
We was the new kids on the block for sure.
Yeah. I couldn't believe it, man. Like one of the founding members of the group, his name is Anthony Fairchild. And Anthony is I think he'll be 69 this year.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Artistic.
God damn.
Hey, Daryl.
Yeah.
They were good.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, look,
Yeah.
the guy Anthony came to the museum, and I said, if I put on a song for y'all, could y'all do? You know, it was just two of them that day, and I said, could y'all do a little something? And I can't remember what song we put on, but my partner put on something, and Anthony didn't even take off. He still had on his hat.
That's what we do.
He had on his jacket. He hadn't even take off his jacket, man. He just went in it.
Out.
Yeah, man. And after he got done, I said, wait a minute. I'm sorry. I said, do you mind if I ask how old you are? And he was like, man, I'm 68 years old.
Wow.
I couldn't believe it.
But we had a band, and then we had a dance group. The puppets was all self-contained.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they had tailors. The puppets was nice. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I give credit what credit due.
Yeah.
They had to be good because Wolfman Jack picked them up as their manager.
There you go. There you go.
And they were, they were really good. I'm gonna tell you another. The Rapping Hands they was all right, but the Mad Hatters was good too.
Mad Hatters,
yeah.
But they just didn't perform a lot.
Okay.
They
did. Close them out.
Called Moss. Moss was Shabba-Doo's second coming.
Yeah.
Okay.
Moss was really really freaking good, man.
And we got to try to see if we can track some of them down from the Manhattans too.
Yeah,
that'd be nice.
And see, that's one thing, we never hated on nobody. We didn't do dance competition. We didn't do none of that. Man, we working. Y'all, you want to be us. We don't want to be you.
Yeah.
You know, you be you. You know what I mean? You make your own way. And that's what we did.
So in conclusion, what would y'all like to say to any up and coming dancers today? Because you know the dance is very much alive. I mean, locking is all around the world now, right? You know,
keep dancing.
Mm-hmm.
That was the best time of my life when I was dancing.
Yeah.
And I was real young.
If it
feels got a lot worse after that.
If it feels good, do it. If dancing makes you feel good, do it.
Okay.
Express yourself. Yeah. You can put on a performance.
Yeah.
It's something you can look back and feel good about because everybody was entertained. Even we were when we was doing it.
Yeah.
And it relieves tension.
Yeah.
You know, what you got to worry about? You out there dancing, man. What is that to worry about?
Right.
Dancing.
Right. So y'all had a good time while y'all was together doing it, right?
Every minute.
Yeah. And you know what?
Yeah.
You brought back a lot of good times tonight. Thank you, my brother.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
And if you ever get the chance, we'll do what do you call it? Off moments. What's the word I'm looking for?
Impromptu
bloopers. We got some side stories that crack you up.
Okay. Well, now what I want to do, I'm getting ready to conclude, but what I want y'all to do is stay on because we're gonna chop it up in the backstage area for just a moment.
Okay.
And then like I say, I got everybody's number, so we'll make plans for the date and everything, and get y'all over to the museum. But hey, man, I want to thank you all of you all. Thank you, man. I'm glad we finally made this happen. This broadcast is going to be archived, like I say, on our channel. I'll send you all the link in the group, and y'all could, share it with other people or whatever, and you put it on your Facebook page if you get, for those that have it, and just let people know, man. This I'm gonna be sharing it, and I'm gonna be letting people know about y'all. So I really enjoyed y'all. I love the story.
Thank you.
I look forward to hearing more and seeing the pictures. Because once we get the pictures, we can put it with the story.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And I'm also, and the other thing that I failed to mention is I'm actually writing a book on the history of Chicago hip hop. So you guys are going to be a part of that. It's going to be a part of my book.
All right.
Honor. That's an honor.
Yeah.
We'll help you get that off.
Yes, sir.
Before we go.
That is something.
Before we go, Derrick, Manchi.
Yeah.
Disco, Don. Wounded Knee, Fred.
Yeah.
Love y'all, man.
Love you too, bro.
Love you too, bro.
Love you.
Yeah. So
y'all know that.
First.
One love. So make sure don't log off. Just hold on. I'm gonna go ahead and conclude the show, and then we'll chop it up real quick in the backstage area.
Now, when we do that podcast, can I drink?
Yeah. Well, in the backstage, you can do that. Yeah.
I've been drinking all show.
All right, y'all. So we.
Hey, hold on. Look. Bear down. Go Bears.
Bear down.
Go Bears.
All right, y'all. So, hey, thank you all.
Artistic. We've been having fun.
Yes,
Artistic.
sir.
We've been having fun kicking it with you, man. Let me tell you something. And I'm glad that you did something that I couldn't do. You brought all my brothers together with me. I ain't seen these brothers in a minute, man. And you pulled it together.
Salute, my brother.
My brother.
We gotta meet at Home Run Inn or
something.
Love. Like 5 heartbeats.
Love.
Hey, tell Robert, if y'all talk to him, tell him I said hello. Hopefully we can connect with him later on. And
I'm gonna go talk to Knob myself.
And also make sure you guys look to see if you can get the obituaries for Kerry and Terry. Yeah. So other than that, man, let me go ahead and conclude, and then we'll chop it up in the backstage area.
Love you, my brother. Thank you, Artistic.
Yes, sir. So
thank you, sir. Thank you.
We'll be back once again next Friday at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. But until then, everybody, don't forget to rep your city. My name is Artistic, and we are out. Peace.
Rep your city.